Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Vanessa, this is Nessa CX Beauty, and today we're going to be using and reviewing the brand new Star Ranch eyeshadow palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This did come in my deluxe mystery box for the summer, but they will release this eyeshadow palette later on in the year. It's just that if you bought a mystery box, you got the palette first, but you open her up and there are 9 shades. Don't worry about Wyoming. She popped out yesterday. She's right here. But we're going to go into swatches. We're going to compare the blues to the blues in the Blue Blood palette. And then we're going to use her on the eyes. So if you're interested in seeing how this eyeshadow palette performs, just continue watching. First, going into the swatches, heading into Yak Farm. Owl Eyes, which is a nice gold. These shades are very soft, just letting y'all know. Open Range, which is a brown shimmer. Casper Mountain. Wyoming. Star Creek. Old Jeff. Grand Prismatic. And last but not least, Winter Wind. This is the entire eyeshadow palette swatched out. Overall, it does look pretty good. The shades are soft and buttery. They swatch beautifully. I have no doubt in my mind that this eyeshadow palette is going to perform well. But make your own decision on whether or not this is the color story for you. Now we're just going to head into the Blue Blood comparisons. We're going to head into Ice Tray, which is actually one of the single shadows that came in my mystery box. So that is Ice Tray. And then we're going to go into Deceased to see if any of these match Deceased. And then we are gonna head into Blue Blood and see if any of them match with Blue Blood. So there are the 3 from the Blue Blood palette that I thought most similar to the, well, no, Celebrity Skin looks like Yak Farm. So we're gonna swatch out Celebrity Skin and put Yak Farm next to Celebrity Skin. So there she is, Blue Blood palette. And now we're gonna head into Yak Mountain. Put this next to Celebrity Skin. Definitely not similar. And now we're gonna head into Grand Prismatic. And we're gonna put this next to Blue Blood. Similar but not exact. This is a little bit brighter. A little bit more of a sky blue, but I can see these two blending out to be the same shade in an eye look. And then swatching out Old Jeff next to Ice Tray. They're not similar. And then Casper Mountain next to Ice Tray. Also not similar. Actually, Old Jeff and Casper Mountain look more similar than they do to Ice Tray. And now we're just going to swatch out Winter Wind. I don't think Winter Wind compares to anything else. It might be the shimmer version of Ocean Ice from Blue Blood, but Ocean Ice from Blue Blood is a pressed glitter. So there are the comparisons. I think Blue Blood and Star Ranch are pretty dissimilar, not comparable. But now we're just going to head on to the eye looks. Yeah, so for the first look, we're going to head into Yak Farm with my Morphe M513 brush. And we're going to place this all over the crease and also blow it out. I do already have my Sigma Eye Base in Ignite on my eyes. So we are all primed up. This shade is a beautiful taupey shade. And as I mentioned before, all of these shades are actually eyeshadows and not pressed pigments. So I think this is kind of, you know, unique to this palette that there are no pressed pigments and there is still pigment, because that taupey color is actually pretty beautiful. And there she is. Swipey swipey on the Sigma switch. And now we're gonna head into the shade Wyoming with the same brush. This is my shade that popped out. And we're gonna add this below Yak Farm just to add some depth and definition to this look. And that shadow is hella pigmented. It's a really nice chocolatey brown, and I think these two paired together are very beautiful. Now we're just gonna cut my crease with my Sigma Eye Base in Ignite. This one is just a crayon that you can just literally draw on your face with. The best thing ever created in life. And now we're just gonna tap her out. And y'all, I don't know which one to use because I'm super excited for the brown one, but I do really want to use the green. So we're gonna head into the green. This is Star Creek on my Anastasia packing brush, and we're gonna put this on the outer portion of the lid. Oof. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I go crazy for greens, and this is a beautiful, beautiful green shade. And now we're gonna head into Owl Eyes, which swatched out pretty beautifully, and we're gonna put this on the inner half of the lid. Yep, that's a pretty shade as well. And it's just full on opacity. I love the shimmer. This is a great formula. I'm definitely digging it. And then I'm just gonna use the fluffy side of my brush, head into Wyoming, and just tap that on the outer half so there's not that harsh line between Star Creek and Wyoming anymore. I'll pop on that liner. We're trying to do multiple looks with this palette because I almost never do multiple looks, but I feel like I'm gonna start having to do that because you don't get a feel for the palette just using 4 shades. Oh y'all, and this is the Glamlight Calligrapher eyeliner. I did mess up a tiny bit, but that is the first look. I really like that green. On the other eye, we're gonna start off the same way that we did on the first eye using Yak Farm. And we're just gonna place this all over the outer corner. Just like mush it in with the Morphe M513. And then we're also gonna take Yak Farm and put that on the inner corner. And just build that up. We're leaving the center a little bit blank. I've never tried to do a halo eye like this, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out. And then we're gonna head into Wyoming again with my What's Up Beauty R103 brush. And we are going to place this under Yak as we did before. I'm gonna have to glue this back at some point, but just not today. Now we're gonna head into Open Range. And this is my Anastasia packing brush again. And we're just gonna tap this in the center of the eye. And bring this all the way up. Oh, that does not look good. Oh, I'm so sorry. There you go. We're just gonna blend that out. Oh, that didn't turn out anything that I thought it would. But I'm just gonna go in with my finger now and try to just blend. Y'all, I'm so sorry. The second look is turning out to be like a little bit of a fail. I do like that brown shimmer though. I think that could go all over the eye. for like a work look. And now we're gonna head into owl eyes. I think I'm gonna use my finger for this as well. And we're gonna tap this into the center to see if it does anything or helps out. And y'all, this is my failed attempt at a halo eye with this palette. But we're still gonna put that liner on and see if the liner saves the look. Alright. So I don't think the liner saved the look. That's what I get for doing something that I don't know how to do. The first look came out nice. The second look, that's a problem. And it's not the shade's fault. It's my fault for being terrible at eyeshadow. It actually doesn't look horribly terrible, but I prefer the first look over anything. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that this is multiple looks when this look is so bad. So bad. I'm sorry. But we're gonna go on to a third look right now. For the third look, I did want to go into the blues. So we're gonna head into Grand Prismatic with my Morphe M513 brush. And she's hella pigmented. Oh my lord. Okay. For not being a pressed powder, she's a lot. Actually, like, way prettier than I thought it would be in person. Like, because I could do without this blue, but this blue is hella vibrant, as you can tell from the camera, because I see it in the viewfinder, and the viewfinder is making it look super vibrant, and it definitely looks like that in real life as well. So she's a bright and pigmented blue. There she is in all her glory. So I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and don't hate me for this, but I think I'm gonna head into Blue Blood just to get a deeper blue. And we're gonna head into Cremated, and we're just gonna pounce her on the outer V's just to add a tiny bit of depth. We're not gonna cheat too much, but there's just nothing that I want to use with Grand Prismatic in that shade. Like, I could have easily put in a brown, but I don't want to put a brown when I'm using blue shadows. That's just my preference. So we used one shade from the Blue Blood. That's it. I'm not gonna dig into her anymore. I just wanted that little depth to occur. And now we're just gonna cut the crease. But we're gonna head into Winter Wind now, and we're just gonna pop her right there. Oh my lord, she's deep. This color could have done the outer corner. Huh. Maybe we didn't have to head into Blue Blood, because she's deep. Deeper than the shade that we used. See, that's what I get for cheating. And we're gonna head into Old Jeff. And we're gonna place her in the middle. And then we're gonna use that other shade, Casper Mountain, at the end. But I want to see if Casper Mountain definitely looks like Old Jeff, because when they swatched out next to each other, they looked super similar. And that was the shade that I was super excited for in this palette. But I am, you know, color switching to make sure that we're getting the true color. And we're gonna head into Casper Mountain. And we're gonna put her right there on the center. Okay, there's a difference. There is definitely a difference. It's not that big of a difference, but there is one. I feel like Old Jeff has more like sea blue, and Casper Mountain has a little bit more white. But very similar, nonetheless. New York City, y'all. We gotta get used to this. Ooh. But now I'm just gonna flip my Anastasia brush over and I'm just gonna blend with no product all of the shades into one another. And again, we're gonna go in with that liner. And I'm actually gonna finish up the rest of my face off of camera and then we can talk about the palette. Alright, y'all, we are back. The face is complete and this is how the third look turned out. We honestly did not need to pull from Blue Blood, even though I did. I'm so sorry. But overall, I think this palette performs very beautifully. It's an eyeshadow palette, not a pressed pigment palette, and it still was very opaque, still was very pigmented, and the shimmers were also stunning as well. We did end off with the blue shadows, even though a lot of people were disappointed that there was blues in this palette. I still think it came out awesome. I do use blue shadows, but not in my everyday life. Like, I only do blue for filming, and that's just the reality for myself. But if you do like blue shadows, these are actually pretty good quality and they are not similar to the blue shadows in Blue Blood. But yeah, palette has an A in my book. The color story may not be the best color story in the world. I put Wyoming back so you could see the whole palette, but I'm gonna take her right out because I don't want her to fall out and break. But I think it's a good palette overall. I do think it's worth it, whether you pick it up in a mystery box or whether you pick it up later on in the year when they do release it. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. I'm sorry for doing a horrible second look. I hope you forgive me, but I hope you've had a good time watching my video. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.